was at its height. The Center for Disease Control said that was not the best way to have people punch in, and it was spreading disease. So we're going with one that's a proximity card, and employees can just swipe their card. We're doing a number of other things related to bringing our employees, our leadership people up to speed in their training. And that's really, I'm trying to think, is there anything else I need to add to this right now? But I think that kind of wraps up kind of what we're currently doing and some of our goals and what we want to do. We try to stay within budget. And when I say that, I'm a stickler for not having red on my budget sheets and on anything, and my staff knows it. They know that, if we're purchasing something, it's got to be something that we don't have, we need, absolutely have to have, and that it's in our budget. And so, we're going to continue that. I don't know, I think, Philip, is there anything?
Okay, let me open something up. Okay, we can go ahead.
Do we move on to finance? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the assessor here. When she shows up, I know she's anxious to go first, but we can go ahead and get started. The finance department is also like most of the departments. We're not planning to change our staffing levels. We're planning to
Let's
keep.
go back to HR. HR is between 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. I don't have anything more with HR then.
Let's go back to there we go. Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm seeing the operating expenses fluctuate quite wildly.
Mhm.
So with a negative 12,000 in fiscal year '23, 228,000 in '24, and then down to 85. What is the difference between that? Was that purchase of software?
The big thing there has to do with OPEB. OPEB has been going down. And so
No,
the
I'm looking at the operating.
Oh, okay, the operating,
You're on finance.
okay.
She's
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, we can't start finance until
Yeah.
2.
A second.
I was looking. Do you know why that is, Eddie?
More than likely, the fluctuation comes from NeoGov, which is the big software that we purchased. NeoGov, that's the system that I came to council, I think over a year ago for our last budget about purchasing NeoGov to, it's a tracking system, it's an onboarding system. It allows us to completely advertise to the system, advertise with state level venues, and it allows us to have the applicant apply online. It tracks it so that the manager, the hiring manager, can take a look at the hiring process as it's live, and make decisions about who should move to the next level. So NeoGov really took us out of ancient processing with paperwork, brought us up to the 21st century here, and cut out the need for making errors. So yes, I know that's one of the things that I can think of.
I think that's, look at the sheet, that's what it looks like to me, is that it was the software.
Yeah.
I knew that we had purchased software, but I couldn't remember. I didn't think it was ARPA, but I wanted.
No.
It's
that-
NeoGov, and I can't say enough about bringing NeoGov into the process. When I say that, I mean it cut out a ton of paperwork, mistakes. A hiring manager instantly can look at who's applied for positions, where they're at in the process. HR can actually get signatures and stuff electronically, move to the next level, and get this person on board a shorter period of time. And this includes our first responders too, so.
So, as we're looking at the operating expenses, you said you wanted a performance appraisal system. That is not included in that budget, correct?
It is one of the, no, it's not included in the budget, and it's not included because we still don't have the final numbers yet, unfortunately, for the onboarding system, not onboarding, but for the appraisal process system. That is, but I do know that the appraisal process system is gonna be anywhere from $50,000 to $60,000. It's an expensive process, but it's well worth it, so.
Okay. And same with the new timekeeping system?
Correct. The new timekeeping system, we, in the last 2 weeks is when we actually started looking at where we are with the Chrono system and how we could get a cheaper deal. And you know, you can blame it on me because I'm telling them I'm not paying that much. It's you know, it's one of those things. It's they tell us what it's going to cost the city to bring the system on board. They gave us some unbelievable, you know, figure, and I'm saying I know that we can do better than this, you know, and so that's what we're at right now. This is as of this week, so.
Okay, so, for these new systems, where are they gonna, do we know if they're gonna come from the general fund or another source?
I'm saying from another source, and I don't want it to come from the general fund. What I'm trying to do, I'm working with Emily Dorr. Emily and I have been working on funds that are available out there that we can take advantage of to buy these systems. And so that's my avenue right there through Emily.
Okay, that's the big thing. I think looking at your budget, there really isn't much to, it's all personnel.
Yeah, yeah. You know, there is. I don't want to build in anything that doesn't support employees here and personnel. There's no room for it. The only thing that would be different would be in the growth of our personnel, just training and stuff. That would be different.
Okay, another question I have is, when we're negotiating these contracts, we usually have an outside attorney.
Yes.
Is that being charged to the legal department, or is that in yours?
That is through the legal, so everything.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, and people have asked that question, and let me it's key that you get attorneys that know labor relations, experts in labor relations, and know how to, because the union uses labor relation attorneys. That's there at the table with us. We've got the union's attorney on this side, you know, so it's important that we have, even though, you know, I've got 25, 30 years of negotiating experience. All those years, you know, you've got to have that legal end there at the table with you, because opposition does too.
Matt used the same firm when I worked there too many years ago.
Yeah.
So, I'm familiar with that. All right, anything else you want me to know? I'm gonna look at this real quick, and, you got $52 in activity this year in revenue.
You know, HR is one of those areas that, you know, I say, you know, freely, give me a call. Let me know. You have a question, you know, let's, you know, we are, you know, as open about what we're trying to do, because we can't, everything we do is out there in the front with employees. So.
Well, that seems very straightforward. I see for office personnel training, there's nothing budgeted for this year for your department.
Right. What we're doing, we are part of what is membership to SHRM. And with SHRM, we do have the ability to send our employees for a training through SHRM. And that's an organization that all my staff's been a member of SHRM for years. Well, just about all, and except for the receptionist there. But it's to be an HR generalist or an HR person, you know, to have a membership in SHRM, is normal, but the training that comes with those memberships that are available, it's,
Oh, there's money in the education, training, and conference.
yes,
It's in a different department,
yeah.
or our line item, different. All right. I don't see anything here for memberships.
It should be, I know it's under SHRM, but there is some,
It's got
Professional services, yeah.
Professional services is your
Yes.
membership?
yes.
Isn't there a line item for memberships?
I don't think this department has historically has had that. Some departments might.
We sometimes use professional dues and publications. I know some departments do.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure that it's the same across the board, but that's GL. That's not my department. It's just something I'm looking for. Okay, Eddie, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I thank you. and-
Gentlemen, we can't start until 2 o'clock,
Okay.
so you can go down to your office for half an hour or stay and goof off.
I'll probably step away from the microphone, so.
Thank you.
Time is at 4 o'clock on Thursday would work.
Okay. Okay. I'll be right back, come on. I'll be back.
She won't be back till, she's at lunch, so she won't be back until they have a staggered lunch.
Okay, well, I'm here till 5. How are you, man? Great.
Since our next hearing won't be until 2, we're going to go ahead and can't stop this recording, and we'll come back at 2.